Hi there, welcome to my channel. So for today, I decided to do a Sephora Rouge sale recommendation. As a skincare and makeup junkie myself, I shop at Sephora a lot. If you don't know what Sephora is a beauty retail store that carries tons and tons and tons of brands. You probably can find something if you need makeup, skincare, hair care, and even more. Twice a year, Sephora try to show their appreciation to all their members, so they will offer different percentage off to different tiers, so you can grab all the products you can't live without. Starting April 1st, 20% for Rouge member, which is the top tier, started already, and then I believe the 5th will be the VIB and the 7th will be for Beauty Insider. For VIB, it's 15% off, and then for Beauty Insider, it's 10% off. So right now, for all the Rouge members out there, it's your time for the 20%. Also, for the sale, there are some exclusions, so I would highly recommend double check the fine print. As far as I know, ordinary products tend not to participate in the sales. They already have amazing price point. And I believe for this time, it's one Dyson item per client. Disclaimer time. In this video, there might be some products that I received as a gift. It doesn't matter if the product is gifted to me or I purchased on my own. I will always stay true to my opinion. Also, for all the recommendations, it is just in general my personal preference. Keep in mind, everyone have different skin types, skin tones, preferences. If I mention anything I love that you tried and it's not working for you, that's totally okay. Leave a comment down below and let me know. I'm curious to see how different it works for everybody. So for your reference, I have normal to oily skin. I tend to prefer lightweight products. For skincare routine, I love layering different products, so most of my products will be super lightweight. I guess it depends on how much makeup you normally wear. I consider myself not wear tons of makeup, just keep it simple and minimal. Normally, I consider my skin tone is a neutral undertone, light to medium. Wintertime, I'm slightly lighter. Summertime, I'm more tan. It's just my skin get tan super easily out in the sun. Probably half an hour to an hour, I'm already one shade darker. Okay, so with everything out of the way, let's get started. Let's talk about what's on my face right now. For primer, I have the Light Essential Primer from Guerlain. This one is pore minimizing and shine control. It is a super lightweight texture, sinks right into the skin, super easy to blend out. It leaves a very smooth canvas without the silicone-y feeling. I love this one. Next up, we have the Smashbox Halo Tinted Moisturizer. This one has SPF 25 and I'm in the shade Light Neutral. It also contains hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, which is super hydrating and oil control on the skin. I love the texture. It is bare minimum coverage, but if you want, 2 layers will give you light to medium coverage. I like how natural finish it is, and all I want on a daily basis is something even on the skin tone and you look very put together. Next up, we have the Touche Éclat Radiance Brightening Pen from YSL. This one is one of my favorite under eye brightening concealer. It's barely no coverage, but the formula just combats the dark circle really well. I'm using the shade number 2. Typically, I will do one click for both under eye area, and certain time I will do another click for the center of the face, like the center of forehead, nose, and the chin area. It's super easy to blend out, very lightweight. It doesn't matter whether you use your finger, a brush, or sponge. It just melts right into the skin. As you can see, it's just half shade lighter than my Halo Tinted Moisturizer. and that just gives you the flawless smooth look for the under eye area. Next we have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Sculpture Palette. This palette contains 2 finishing powder, 1 strobe powder, a bronzer, and 2 blushes. Hourglass powders in general is just so finely milled, seamlessly melt into the skin. I typically like to use the top center shade for my under eye area. Such gorgeous powders. I swatched the top center shade, the blush, and the bronzer. As you can see, all the powders are so soft on the skin. I highly recommend. Next, we have the Dior Show Maximizer 3D Lash Primer. I have such tiny lashes, so I highly depend on a good mascara primer. This one definitely will amp up any mascaras you wear on top. And because I have a darker hair color, the primer actually helps any colored mascara pops even more. In the long run, it will help your lash growth as well. For mascara, I'm wearing the Dior Show Plump and Volume Mascara. In general, all Dior's mascaras are amazing. The regular Dior Show, the iconic Overcurl, works all wonders for a lot of people. This one specifically has such a unique design. The brush itself is very tight and skim, so for tiny lashes like I do, it won't get anywhere. And it has a squeezy tube at the bottom, so it helps getting the actual mascara onto the bristle. Then we have the Clé de Peau Luminizing Face Enhancer. I only got the refill pen because I figured I won't need the brush and I'll save some money. This one is the shade number 17 Lavender. It might seem a little over dramatic for under eye area, but all the micro glitters only shows one light catches it. To me, it is a very pretty shade, and it just makes your under eye area so smooth, so smooth. Highly recommend. For eyeshadow today, I decided to grab the Natasha Denona Mini Love Palette. I love myself a good pink eye look. And Natasha Denona in general, their eyeshadows are just unreal. For this mini palette, you can use any shades by itself to do a one and done shadow look, or any type of combination will be gorgeous. I find all Natasha Denona palettes, their color story are so well thought out, so whenever I have a time crunch, I feel safe just grab one of those mini palettes, boom done, and I'm ready to go. Skincare time. First thing first, cleanse. I am a huge believer of double cleanse. We'll use the oil-based cleanser first and then go in with a regular cleanser. This one from Biosense is a really great cleanser. It doesn't feel overly greasy on the skin. It takes everything right off. It's a clean brand, so it doesn't irritate your skin. As you can see, it's a completely empty bottle. I love how soft it feels on the skin. Highly recommend. Next, we have the cleansing oil from Caudalie. I'm probably gonna sound like a broken record, but Caudalie is truly one of my favorite skincare brand. So this one in particular, compared to the Biosense cleansing oil, it feels much more, I don't know if liquidier is a good word for it, but it feels much lighter. So if you like something super lightweight, this is the way to go. Typically for cleansing oils, we just go in dry. I normally use 2 to 3 pumps for my entire face. Let the oil fully dissolve all the makeup. Another benefit for using an oil-based cleanser is that it will fully dissolve your sunscreen as well. After the makeup is fully melted, now we start adding water to it. I'm just using a spray bottle here. Once you add water into the oil, it will turn into like a milky texture, and now it's the face that's actually cleansed the skin. After that, we can either use a hot cloth to take it off or just rinse it off. You won't feel stripped, the face feels extra soft, and there's no greasy residue. Next, we have micellar water. I'm currently using the fresh kombucha cleansing treatment. It's just a micellar water. The packaging looks extremely similar with the kombucha essence. That one is a glass bottle, this one is a plastic bottle. It's extremely lightweight on the skin. You typically just use a cotton rounds or a cloth to wipe it all off. And then I would still go in with a regular cleanser just to make sure there's no residues or impurities afterwards. But on the lazy day, good enough for me. Next up, we have the essence from Tatcha. Me personally is a huge fan of all different type of essences. This one in particular contains 100% of their Hadase 3. For those of you who don't know, their Hadase 3 is green tea for antioxidant, red algae for hydration, and rice extract for nourishment. And on top of that, it's able to bring anything else afterwards deeper into the skin to absorb even better. Texture wise, it's definitely a lighter weight than a serum, but compared to a toner, it's much more beneficial for the skin. You can see how quickly it's absorbed into the skin and leaves that soft and lovely finish. Highly, highly recommend. Next up, we have the Vino Perfect Essence from Caudalie. I don't know where did I put the footage, but now you have a picture of it. This one compared to the Tatcha one is a much liquidier. It has different focuses, so for this one it has a very mild percentage of glycolic acid, which gives you benefit for resurfacing, so it definitely helps with any hyperpigmentations or uneven skin tones. Next up, we have the lip sleeping mask from Laneige, one of my all-time favorite. This one has a very rich, creamy consistency, but it doesn't feel goopy on the lips. You can either use it as a mask at nighttime, and I love to use it during the day, especially before I put my makeup on. It's a great prep step. It just leaves your lips super soft. I love it. Next, we have the lip glow lip balm from Dior. I believe mine is just 001 pink. It's super nourishing on the lips, doesn't feel waxy or slippery. It is one of those color changing lip balms that adjust shades slightly, depends on your own lip chemistry. Next, we have the Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Moisturizer with SPF 45 from Peter Thomas Roth. The Water Drench line from PTR in general is one of my favorite. After the moisturizer sinks right into the skin, it truly feels like cloud to the touch. For those of you who have sensitive skin, just so you know, it is a chemical sunscreen, but I rarely hear anyone break out from it. It is a 2-in-1, so if you just want one step, it is the way to go. Another favorite of mine is the Moisture Sun Protector from Amore Pacific. This one, texture-wise, compared to the PTR one, is definitely a richer cream texture. When you first touch it, you might think it's too thick, but it's so easy to blend out and it just sinks right into the skin. Amore Pacific in general doesn't use water in their formula. Instead, they use bamboo sap, which is extra nourishing but so easy for the skin to absorb. Honorable mention, I love these makeup erasers. They are just magical. You can just use water. I sometimes use micellar water. It just makes to remove the makeup so easy and is environmental friendly. For eyeshadows, Natasha Denona definitely is one of my favorite. Their price point is a little high up there, but their shadow quality is beyond solid. They're so easy to blend, so easy to pack on. Doesn't matter what size the palette is, the color story is so well thought out, super easy to create multiple different looks. For Natasha Denona, throughout the year, I think their own website offers 25% off site-wide sales as well. So if you are not ready to pull the trigger yet, you can wait till that sales and then grab the palette you want. I'm happy about all the palettes I own, 100% worth the money. The only thing I would say is that their shadow is very fragile. I had a couple palettes that's broken on the way here, but Sephora always offer decent return policy, so I just exchanged it in the store, but keep that in mind. Speaking of eyeshadow, Pat McGrath will be another one of my favorite. Their price point is even higher in my opinion, so most of the palettes I owned was during sale, I believe. Their mattes are just so creamy and their metallics are just like liquid foil. Their special shades in their mothership palettes are just unreal. Also, their packagings are super sturdy and pretty. Their shadow sometimes could look intense in the pan, but it's not hard to work with and you can still get day-to-day soft looks for sure. Charlotte Tilbury will be another one of my favorite eyeshadow brand, but I also love their face powders and lipsticks. Their packaging are just so pretty. Just to display, I'm happy with it. The lipstick formulas are super creamy, and this is what I'm wearing in this video. Whether you want an elegant, sophisticated look during the day or glamorous, sultry look for a date night, Charlotte Tilbury will get you covered. Their eyeshadow comes in those trio system, which is super easy to work with. It's just a no-brainer. Last but not least is my favorite Dyson Airwrap. I highly doubt there will be any in stock, but if you happen to see one during the sale, grab it, you won't regret it. To me, the Airwrap is a way better deal compared to the original blow dryer. It has a less powerful blow dryer, but it also comes in a bunch of different styling tools. The styling tools is still blow dries your hair while styling, so you don't necessarily need your hair to be completely dry. That's why the blow dryer is less powerful, but it's more than enough. I have way too much hair, so it always takes me extra long to try to blow dry my hair. I typically dry it halfway and let the rest air dry, and that's another reason why I never style my hair, because traditional curling iron need your hair to be completely dry. It just takes so long. But then for the Airwrap, I only need half an hour, even for like a really fine styled hair day. It's been almost 2 years since my boyfriend got it for me, and I'm still fully in love with it. Maybe one day I will film how to use the Dyson or how I use my Dyson video, show you what my day-to-day looks like. If you like how my hairs look in this video, that's just the Airwrap doing its magic under 20 minutes. If you made this far, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Let me know if any of the products are your favorite, what's your wish list, if you're buying anything, Or if you have any great ideas for videos you want to see, leave a comment to let me know. If you enjoy this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Let me know I'm doing okay. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.